And you know we got to timestamp it. March 4th, 2026. Approximately 7:54 a.m. on that eastern side. Now y'all know we done flipped them poles. But it might be western, but then again, y'all know I don't know. But y'all know I know one damn thing. On that birth certificate, or they call it the certificate of live birth, they put our names in all caps. So that means they were standing on business when they named us. So I'm finna stand on business. I'm D'Amica. It's time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards, our portals to truth. We're about to open up some portals and reveal some truths here. Welcome back. Missed y'all. All right, so thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to go ahead and jump into this message as quick as possible. If y'all come on in, chime on in. But we're going to go ahead and tap on into the messages. We're going to do a general collective reading this rising here. Welcome, wherever you are in this beautiful, beautiful world. All right, welcome. Or as my sister, as my girl like to say, this crazy world. Shout out to you. You know who you are. Uh-huh. All right. Let's see. So thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go ahead and tap into this general collective reading. What kind of energy is surrounding the general collective? Grand Rising, everyone. What kind of energy is surrounding the general collective at this time? We're going to go ahead and tap into tarot. And then if we have enough time, you know how I be running out of time, Divine Spirit. If we have enough time, we'll go ahead and broaden the message with the Oracle deck here. But we're just going to go ahead and do a general collective reading for the general consciousness. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you to all the energies willing to come through with your truths and help us to become aware of our surroundings. Ashe. All right, let's get into this read. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hopefully, everybody had an amazing time yesterday. I got a few that's coming out already. As I mentioned yesterday, what I noticed was a lot of energy harvesting going around on a lot of platforms there. Okay, so I was like, what the heck is going on here? All right, so let's go ahead and pick these bad boys up here and see what's going on in the energy. All right, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you even to those who feel as though they took those dirty offers or they offered those dirty offers there. Thank you to you all too, because you give us a reason to keep striving forward. Thank you for the strength that you helped me understand that I had. All right, so portal number one, we're bringing out the death card here, okay? So again, this death card varies across cultures and beliefs here. It represents separation, okay? This death card is the doorway to liberation, okay? So death is coming out first. Bloodlines are being decimated. It's an end of cycles, okay? It does not grant eternal life, does not reincarnate, and it offers transformation and continuation for some. The next card that's coming out, the next portal we're going to tap into is the Page of Swords. What up, y'all? Y'all know I read them comments at the end. Much love to y'all. So you know the Page of Swords is coming out here. So this portal is talking about clear, direct, and open communication coming out, okay? Curiosity and intellect with some of us in the general collective is quick thinking, right? It's honest and direct expressions of ideas, sharp-minded, and you're eager to learn. You're able to gather information before acting, and you speak your mind without hesitation, right? You are guarded in nature, and again, open with your communication here, okay? So for some of us in the general collective consciousness here, we got the Four of Cups that's coming out here, okay? So what that is saying is some of us is feeling discouraged or unmotivated, okay? It's like no way forward or no solution, a stagnant dead end for some of us. It's time to reflect here, okay? For all of us, it's always time to reflect here, okay? But with this particular energy here, it's like it's time to self-evaluate your attitude and pour yourself out here, okay? Because you could be bored with love, life, your job here, but find something to bring you that motivation here, okay? Search for motives, instincts, and thoughts to find passion again, okay? Because some of you may be envious of others' finances here, okay? And in the end, although we're putting the pieces together to our own puzzles in our own lives, this is all one storyline playing out within itself here, okay? So for some energies here, we are in the Knight of Pentacles reverse energy here, and that's warning you to not get settled in old karmic ways here, okay? So stagnation, resistance to change, you want to avoid that, all right? Push through the procrastination, okay? And break the cycle or unalive yourself. Five of Cups is coming reversed for some of us in the general collective consciousness here. So you're looking at the positive side of things here. And this is falling under the Death card here, okay? So you're accepting, you're moving on, you're willing to transform and continue here, right? Some of those energies, it's an end of their cycles here, okay? Their bloodlines are decimated, but for some, you're willing to transform and continue. You found the peace, right? You're finding peace, you're moving on. You're beginning to recover from the grief, and you're learning from negative experiences here. Ashe. So, Seven of Cups is coming reversed. For some of us, what up, y'all? Y'all know I read comments at the end. What's up, everybody? What's up, beloved? Seven of Cups is coming reversed here, falling under the Page of Swords here, okay? And y'all know I'm going to flip the camera so you can have your own point of view as well, okay? So with this Seven of Cups reversed is saying that for some in the general collective consciousness, there's clarity, right? You're focusing, you're curious, your intellect, quick thinking here it has clarity, right? You're focused and you're committed. You're making a firm choice and you're able to distinguish between fantasy and reality, right? There's clarity here, okay? And remember, you're able to speak your mind without hesitation here. So you have a very, very clear tongue at this time. You're very focused and committed in what you're saying and what's on your mind here. For some of us, the Ten of Cups is coming out here reversed, and this is falling under the Four of Cups here and emotions here, right? The emotions here, right? So because some of us was feeling discouraged and unmotivated, it caused disruption in the family harmony here. It caused a broken home. There's domestic conflict, like actual fights, like physical fights happening within this energy, and the values are misaligned here. What the fuck did I just hear? I tried to keep it calm, and here you go. Say it louder, though. Don't do that shit. Okay, so there's superficial connections here, unhappiness in relationships here, and this is all some of you are trying to search for motives and instincts and thoughts to find the passion again, but some of you are just very like manipulative and very, very, it's like you took these dirty offers and you're into these 7 deadly sins really hard here. The greed, the pride, the anger, the envy, the lust, right? No self-control, you're not diligent. The fuck? So then you got the Nine of Swords coming out here, okay? So the Nine of Swords is falling under the under the Knight of Pentacles reversed, okay? So remember, that was a warning. Don't get settled into the old karmic ways with that Knight of Pentacles coming reversed here, right? So now someone got settled, right? They were settled in them karmic ways there. So now it's mental anguish. They kept up by the worries. It's the darkest time before dawn here. So nightmares here, okay? They worried. They anxious. The shadows are chasing them, okay? The Hangman is coming reversed here, yeah. And it's falling under Death and the Five of Cups here. So because the bloodlines are being decimated, and some of you are looking at the positive side, right? Moved on and you've accepted finding the peace because you knew that you were sacrificing too much energy and time. And this Hangman reverse energy, you knew that you were getting nothing in return. It was an absolute standstill with no explanation at that, right? You knew it was not the right option to deal with that bloodline and that bullshit there, okay? Those dirty offers, okay? You considered new ideas and perspectives, and you're embracing the changes that's needed here, okay? So because you knew that move right there, it was not working, right? So now we're coming out with the Three of Cups here. So the Three of Cups here is talking about, and it's falling under the Seven of Cups reverse and the Page of Swords. You know I'm gonna flip the camera, y'all. What up, y'all? So the Three of Cups is talking about because you had clear and direct open communication, you were curious, right? You were guarded in your nature. You were able to distinguish between those fantasies and realities here, okay? So now you're sharing your happy emotions. You're celebrating. There's friendships that are actually friendships with no dirty offers here, okay? Like you love them, they love you, right? There's a bondmanship here, community here. You're creating a community of support, and you're coming together with others in joy here, okay? And then for portal number 11, we got the Ace of Swords coming reverse, and then we need 2 more, Divine and Spirit. So what this column is saying here is something had the inability to see the truth. That's what caused the disruption in the harmony here, okay? In the family here, the broken home, the stagnant dead end, they didn't take time to reflect. Remember that. They caused this confusion, this chaos. This Ace of Swords reverse is like the beginning of their confusion and chaos for themselves. It's like a mental fog for themselves. They're only beginning to feel what they pushed out there, okay? A misuse of power. They were using their intellect to rather than help here. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Let's get our last two entities, right? Last two energies on out here. Again, remember, we're in the Mercury retrograde, just the first cycle here, which will end March 20th. During this time, we are going to revise, revisit, right? Review, right? Highlight details, right? We're going to bring unresolved things back into view here because it's time. I saw that one. Come here. Come here. Oh, you tried it. Come here. Thank you. Thank you. It tried. Oh, well, thank you. I saw this one pop up the most here. Okay. And the rest, thank you, Tarot. Okay, so now we're with the Ten of Wands here, okay? So we're with the Ten of Wands here. And remember, they got settled in them old karmic ways here. They didn't break the cycle. So what? Unaliving is here, okay? Whether it's spiritual, physical, whatever it may be, karma is here, okay? It's here and it's ready. Father Time, which they call Father Time, Chronos on their ass here, okay? So you got a lot of energies on their ass here, okay? Because they did not break the cycle here, okay? So now with the Ten of Wands is saying, fuck the nightmares. They're feeling overwhelmed by obligations that are in real time here, okay? Burden, responsibility, hard work. They're carrying heavy responsibilities that they created for themselves here, all right? Because you got the Ten of Wands here, you got the Ten of Cups here, whatever's going on within this whole storyline here. In the beginning is how we started. Okay, so with this Ten of Wands, it's like feeling overwhelmed by obligation, and they took on more than they could handle there. Okay, and they thought they could handle some big shit, and they thought they was coming up against some naive energies here. A lot of us are the double agents. You should have been focusing on your goddamn self. So now, in the end, you got the Knight of Wands coming reversed here, right? So in the beginning, we started off with Death card, right? Separation, doorway to liberation, the bloodlines, some bloodlines decimated, end of cycles. It did not grant eternal life for some, okay? It does not reincarnate anymore, right? That's how they was harvesting the souls here, right? Reincarnation cycle, right? So now it's like for some energies, you're going to be able to transform and continue as long as you break the chains and cut the cords to these energies that were definitely siphoning off of your energy here, okay? So in the end, they're frustrated, right? The Knight of Wands reverse is talking about how frustrated they are. It was time, they should have slowed down and focused, but they didn't. They focused on that there, okay? And they was focused, don't worry, I'm going to get you. You see what I'm saying? The 7 deadly sins there, okay? And they thought that they were on their side. No, the fuck they not, you dumbasses. Anyway, so now it's scattered energy, right? It was a warning against impulsiveness and recklessness. Missed opportunities here. Misdirected passions here. A loss of control and direction is here, okay? So now I'm going to flip this camera because I know y'all want y'all point of view so y'all can connect the dots yourselves. And we only 13 minutes in, so you know I'm about to broaden the message with my Oracle deck. And then later on, we're going to come on back on after I do physical therapy there. And we're going to tap into Philadelphia. Philly, where I landed. Okay, that's where they said I was born. That's what's on my birth certificate. Certificate of live birth is Philadelphia. We're going to tap into that ass today. All right, the city of brotherly love. You know how everybody loves brotherhoods and shit. So here we go. And what up, y'all? Y'all know I love y'all, and I'm going to read them comments at the end. This is a general collective reading. If none of it resonates with you, leave this shit right where it's at, and we still going to cut the cords, right? But if it resonates with you, take these goddamn gems and do what you got to do for your life. Now, for my divine general collective, salute to y'all motherfuckers. We fucking their ass up. Left and right. I'm so motherfucking proud of y'all. Excellent. So let's see these 13 portals. All right, so here we go. Y'all already see my little lineup, right? This is who I represent. It's called hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards. Now, here are our 13 portals, all right? As I go over them slowly, I'm definitely going to remind you about the Mercury retrograde as you read what you can see here, okay? So Mercury retrograde is definitely, we're in the first cycle here. It started February 26th through March 20th. You're going to have to back up your devices and reread every contract. It's going to be able to show communication. highlight details, and bring unresolved themes back into view here. Some of you may have to travel. Okay, some may have to travel here. Okay, Gemini, Virgo, Leo, Pisces, you will get hit the hardest. All signs will feel it. Okay, it's going to reveal what was rushed, unclear, or incomplete, showing you what needs adjustment here. Okay, so here's our 13 portals. Physical signs that you're going to have here. Physical signs that you may experience. All right, hold on. Is digestive issues like bloating, acid reflux, nausea, extreme fatigueness, okay, restlessness, even disrupted sleep patterns with either vivid nightmares or vivid dreams here, okay, or both, okay. You could have skin issues, headaches, muscle tensions, and this is only the first of the 3 that we'll have this year, this Gregorian calendar. And y'all know I created this channel for my mysterious, mystical, unknown cosmic beings who have taken human form. So I am the bridge that is going to absolutely navigate their ass around this motherfucking realm with no confusion and no lies. Absolutely. All right, so now we got our oracle deck. Yes, we do. So I'm looking at a few here that I want to tap into. I'm at 1607 on that timer here. So we're going to tap into death and get a couple of oracle messages out about the death card there. Actually, we'll do column by column here. So if you hear me say column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, and the final message will come from the Knight of Wands reverse here. So column 1, right? Remember, we offered separation, we offered transformation and continuation. For some, they didn't listen. Those bloodlines are being decimated left and right, right? Some of you was looking at the positive side. You accepted. You moving on. You ain't want to deal with that shit that came with them dirty offers here because you understood that you was sacrificing too much energy and time and getting nothing in return. Give us a little bit more divine and spirit on this column 1. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. So let's see what's going to come out here in this oracle deck here. Thank you. We need at least 4. What I got? I got my 4. Okay, so the demiurge has joined with the divine. Again, I told you, they have to obey. They have to obey. They have to obey. They have to. So the demiurge has joined the divine. Because they know they created all the mental health here, and I just embrace it. Every fucking acronym they try to give me. BPD, OCD, ADHD, nigga, I don't give a fuck, element or fucking P. I bet you I ain't take that goddamn T though. She may wear gold jewelry. So something's involved here with somebody's wearing gold jewelry that could be affected or is doing the affecting here. She wear gold jewelry. The safe house has an open Ethernet line with unusually high data transport rate. That's for my mysterious, mystical, unknown cosmic being that has taken that 3D form. And we all up in them alphabet boys motherfucking businesses. Salute. All right, so now we're going to move on to column 2. So column 2 is reminding us that, hey, we had clear, direct, and open communication. We were speaking, and still is, speaking our mind without hesitation. We are guarded in our nature. We can distinguish between fucking fantasy and reality here. With clarity, we're focused here, okay? Now we're going to celebrate. Right? With our true friends and tribes, with our community here, okay? Coming together with others in joy here, okay? Sharing happy emotions. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Give me this column 2 here. Column 2. What's that? Thank you. Oh, that's 4. We need at least 4. We'll take what we get. I love you, divine and spirit. He was like, here you go, baby. So column 2 was talking about, notice how they make you feel, then decide. So you was noticing, you was like, hold up, fuck what they say. I notice how they make me feel. What up, y'all? Y'all know love sent always, even to them, always to us. Okay, so there's a foe that's coming out here in this column 2 here. There was a competitor competing with themselves here. Because they thought they was competing with you, collective. They wouldn't do nothing but compete with their goddamn self. I had to learn that the hard way too. You understand? And that's the scariest version that you gotta fucking face. You. So yeah, a foe comparison. The other side of the fence ass. Embrace of joy not thought of. Yeah. They wanted your joy. They wanted your happiness. They wanted your energy so bad. Yeah, collective. Now they fear being sick. Everybody's sick. Excuse me. I just burped. Excuse me. Ew, excuse me. It came from the soul too. All the blueberries just like a brrr. So they in fear of being sick here. Yeah. Yeah. Overlooked is overrated. They overlooked a lot of us here. Right? That shit is overrated. Now they can't help but keep looking. Now they can't. Now they have to watch your rise. They have to watch our rise. And they have to watch them crumble. You must watch them crumble. You cannot go back. Love y'all. All of you. So now we got column 3 here. So remember, column 3 was talking about they was feeling discouraged or unmotivated, or maybe even you were. Right? Because you knew it was no way forward with no solution. It caused a stagnant dead end in all parties here, okay? With that being said, it caused a disruption in the family harmony, a broken home here. Damn, come on, Mercury retrograde. Get me right, baby. I was trying to with you, but come on. The values was misaligned. There were superficial connections there. The inability to see the truth, right? Confusion, chaos, mental fog is what they're dealing with now, right? Because they use their intellect to harm rather than help. Give me something on these motherfuckers, divine and spirit. Ashe. This is column 3 here. What's that? Come here. Bring that ass here. Where you going? Bring that ass here. Oh, I'm looking at a few here. I'm gonna take these because I see them on up here. So yeah, you are the Schumann resonance. You are the heartbeat of this motherfucking realm here, okay? But let me give you the technical term of the Schumann. Schumann resonance just fell on a Knight of Wands reverse too. Yeah, they frustrated. Yeah, it's a loss of control and direction because it wasn't never your energy to control and direct, bitch. So now you got the Schumann resonance out here. And this is a set of electromagnetic frequencies generated in the cavity between the Earth's surface and the ionosphere. Okay? 7.83 hertz frequency. Lightning striking on their ass. Okay? It's time to align, because that's what we're doing, or implement the change here. The heartbeat of Mother Earth. Yeah. They ain't confused about that shit there. So now forests, and this is going back 250 million years ago here, right? This right here. Because they made forests collapse as a new hot toxic earth took hold, devastating all life there. Because you are no longer used for darkness, and neither is this realm. The energy of this realm was used for darkness. That's why I say dark matters. Look up dark matter. What is dark matter? When you look it up, look up the Google version. And then after you look that up, look up the metaphysical or the spiritual meaning of dark matter. Anything that you look up. Look up the regular version with the Google and the dictionaries they got and shit like that. Webster's and them, Merriam and them. And then go look up the spiritual or metaphysical meaning. And then look at the differences. I'm looking at Dulles Airport is under judgment, and J. Edgar Hoover FBI building under judgment. What the fuck is under the buildings? Like y'all. Oh, but don't forget, while y'all out there trying to follow people, you're being followed. The fuck? Don't worry. You cannot move in fear. You cannot, you must not move in fear, right? And yeah, I'm loud right now, but I'm loud in my energy center, in my portal, in my home that I created. I don't give a fuck who own this shit. They on my sacred land. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, when I go out there with them motherfuckers out there in the public, I be on, how can I explain it? I don't be on edge anymore. I used to be, because I was noticing too much. Now I just be cooling. I just peep the signs and synchronizations that I see. It's a game. It's a whole game out here. And at first, when you tapping into it at first, and then I can see how a lot of folk really did I don't like to say the word crazy, but their crown chakra was overstimulated. And you were being gang stalked until you become the gang fucking stalker. Gang, gang. Yeah, they're gonna make you look crazy. Yes, they are. That's the whole thing about it. Where it go? That mental health card that came out, right? They want you to look crazy as hell out here. I hope I'm doing a good job, y'all. All right, so we got column 4. Remember, column 4 was talking about they got settled in them old karmic ways. They didn't want to break the cycle. So now what? Unalivings. Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, ethereally, it's happening in real time. You dig what I'm saying? What up, y'all? Y'all know I read them comments at the end. What up, y'all? Love y'all. So because they didn't want to break those old karmic ways, now they anxious. It's mental anguish here, right? This shit is fucking them up. It didn't fuck them up when they accepted it and offered it, right? But now, because of this, and Chronos, I'm trying to tell you, Chronos is time. They reconstructed that bitch time and time again. How many calendars they got out here? I think I can only name 6, right? You got Egyptian, Ethiopian, Julian, Gregorian for sure. You got what else? Ethiopian, Egyptian, Gregorian, Julian, Aztec, okay, Mayan. How many fucking calendars they got? And more. For each culture, for each goddamn timeline, each dimension, they created a calendar. Calendars are very important because they had a certain timeline. This is why they constructed the fucking time. The time was meant for them. We are timeless. We constructed the time. They don't even know how fucking old they are no more. I'm telling you that. All right, so we got column 4 here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I know I can be a little long-winded, but you know me. You know how we do. They don't like when you have a connection with divine and spirit. They hate it. What's that? Atlantic City in New Jersey? Fuck y'all doing. So now you after Philly, right? This is exactly how y'all come out on my ass. Before Philadelphia, New York came out twice. I was like, damn, New York, you got something to say? And then Philadelphia came out, right? So now, welcome to the frequency, New Jersey. Atlantic City in particular. So I'm looking at intense treatment redirected to the creator. So whoever created intense medical treatment is redirected to you and your bloodlines. Something about Denmark. Look at this shit. We global, bitch. Denmark. Bring that ass here. Yep. And portal number 4. Shape-shifting in the daylight. I'm impressed. Now what? We do it all day, every day. Shape-shift like a motherfucker. I'm sitting right here, bitch. I'm out there. Fuck wrong with you. Shape-shifting ain't nothing. Now what? You see, and it's important that y'all read in the daylight. You know that movie Sinners that's out? Man, I'm so proud that they put that motherfucker out, because that motherfucker got some gems in there, baby. I don't fuck with actors and actresses and all that shit. I ain't in their world. But when you receive these downloads, and you can look at it for entertainment purposes, but when you have a certain lens on, you ain't looking at it for entertainment purposes. Nigga, I go to the movies with my notebook and pen. I swear to goodness I do. And it's intriguing. Now, at first I was like, oh my God, this is fucked up. Now I'm like, oh my God, so this is what's happening next, or this is what they did, or, you know, you find out different gems and whichever way, whatever frequency you're on. And it's nothing wrong being on your frequency, right? Stay on your frequency until you elevate, but don't go any lower. Do not, collective. Keep going higher and take your time with that shit. Keep in mind, we created time for them. The fuck they want you to rush. I noticed that shit yesterday doing that blood moon harvesting. I said, these motherfuckers want y'all manifestations. They want you in deep meditative states so they can harvest off your energy and find out what the fuck they're taking your essence, and giving it to their celebrities and all that shit. Energy harvested. Yes, they did. but they were not very successful. We waking up, babies. So now we got the final messages. We're at 29:55 on that timer. We got the final messages coming out revolved around this Knight of Wands reverse energy here. So this is a warning, right, against their impulsiveness, their scattered energy, missed opportunity. They frustrated. It's time to slow down, focus. They won't. They had a loss of control and direction, and it's misdirected passion here. So what are the final messages are we going to receive from divine messages? I fuck with y'all energies. I fuck with y'all. Are we going to receive from divine and spirit here, okay? Revolved around this whole storyline. Because you know what the number 13 means, don't you? Okay. 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 Shout out to Ophiuchus, the 13th eon there, the serpent bearer, the one they all want to try to hide. Shout out to the 3 sons that arise. All right, what we got? We need at least 4. I think I'm looking at 3. That's too many. Let's give me a little bit more divine and spirit. I'll slow it on down. Yeah, these messages here. Okay, I'll take all that. Thank you. Yeah. Be kind to yourself, y'all. Be kind to yourself. They got us out here thinking that we doing shit wrong because we ain't following their routines and their rituals, and that ain't how you supposed to do it. The way that you do it is the most perfect way that you can do it because it's authentically yours. Yeah, we're going to learn what we got to learn from them, but then we're going to learn and apply it to ourselves. That's what makes it authentic. You're not going to copy anybody. You can't do that, right? You're not allowed to do that, right? All right, so the final messages, the first one coming out is revolved around idolatry here. Okay, so demonic forces that seduce people and energies through worldly attractions, okay? Leading them away from oneself and from faith, okay? And the faith of themselves. So the final messages is coming to those who are wrapped up in idolatry here. All penitentiaries are under heavy have underground tunnels here, and they're under heavy judgment. Let me get it out now, divine and spirit. Let me get it out. Control those energies that's trying to hinder my tongue. I'm gonna fuck you up after I'm done with this transmission, because you know so all penitentiaries have underground tunnels, okay, and they are under heavy, I'm gonna fuck you up, under heavy judgment. Now you got the mermaids and the sirens coming out with their beautiful songs. I'm the golden enchantress. So the mermaids and the sirens, North European folklore is what you may know of them from. Half woman, half fish, right? Very mystical, magical, mysterious, benevolent, can be dangerous now. They're not evil, they're saviors. They're amorous here, okay? Could be half woman, half bird, okay? They sing those enchanting songs for those tempted enough to listen. I love it, okay? They will lure you to your unaliving if you listen. I love y'all mermaids and sirens. Yes, I do, all marine spirits. Ashe. Yeah, they tried, and that's why they took out the book of Enoch there. And they want to push their Greek mythology. Fuck you, Greeks. Answer the Chronos. Greek that shit. Greek that shit. So now they're verbalizing or questioning your belief system. They want to know so bad. How collective and them know all this information? How they know? Because they always brag. Right? They always want to brag about everything that they have. It's on every platform. You just need a certain eye to see it. You got to be able to decode. Welcome to the frequency. That's why some of you are already decoders, right? But some of you are learning. Welcome to the frequency, right? So now they verbalizing that question. How the fuck? How does they know? How could they get away with this? So now the State of the Commonwealth address. And this was on January 10th, 2024 for my mystical, mysterious cosmic being out there doing y'all thing up in a cult systems. Something about the State of the Commonwealth address. And you know what they say about the Commonwealth states and how they just like to commonly create their own common ass laws. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So now it's time to apply new strategies for growth. That's what you're doing. You're just simply applying new strategies for your growth. And they call that magic. And it is believe in it, believe in the fucking magic, and it is, because you ain't got no extra divination tools, and you just love divine and spirit. You just love nature. You are just love in general, right? So now Georgia, and South Carolina, bring that ass here. What's that? New Jersey, Georgia, South Carolina, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Okay, so Georgia has, goddamn Georgia, y'all got 18 billionaires in that bitch as of the year 2023. And South Carolina only had one in the year of 2023. You know what they say about them billionaires? Some of them, majority of them, some of them, but they have to obey you. All right, so South Carolina, motherfucking Georgia, bring that ass here. Where the fuck New Jersey stink ass go? No, I mean, I'm just saying the energy of it, what I felt within that moment. Come here, Atlantic City. On the boardwalk. Uh-huh. Bring that ass here. Now you know we gotta do community helpers, and we gotta pull out those that we already pulled on. Philadelphia, New Jersey, Georgia, South Carolina. So now they sending you the fucking evil eye. Oh, evil eyes just fell on goddamn Ace of Swords reverse. They got the inability to see the truth because of this goddamn cross-eyed bitches got evil eyes. They looking at you with the stank ass face so hard they can't even see the goddamn truth. How dare collective? How dare them? You damn right. Evil eyes, malevolent glare, often from envy that brings misfortune. A witch that controls an amulet, right? It is designed to ward against this glare by absorbing or deflecting the negative energy, acting as a shield, okay? So now the motherfucker that's wearing an amulet, because they are the negative, they can no longer hide their energy. They're actually being not protected, but they're being attacked, right? They were being protected by the amulet. It's no longer allowed to protect them. They have used the crystals and the stones and the energy of them for centuries, right? They even got y'all buying that shit thinking you need it for, and it's good to have it to amplify and things like that, absorb. But you are the crystal, okay? The crystals need your energy just as much as you need it, okay? So the evil eyes here, intent to cause or send harm. Intentionally, unintentionally, intend to cause illness or bad luck here, okay? All that shit, misfortune, it's all being brought back to those with the evil eyes, with them dirty goddamn offers. I keep trying not to cover up one eye. You know how they like that one eye shit. I keep trying to make sure you see both my goddamn eyes out this bitch. Fuck that, I ain't with nobody, I'm with self. You understand? I am that I am, that I am, that I am, and I'll be whatever they need me to be, because that's what they have the thought of me to be, right? I didn't do it. They thought it, right? So now, speaking of crystals, the yellow fluorite coming out, or yellow fluorite, excuse me. Yellow fluorite is coming out. It's isometric. It absorbs, right? It could be aqua, blue, clear, green, pink, purple, rainbow, right? It offers balance and stability. God damn. Harmony, right? It's good for your heart, third eye, throat, body, mind, and spirit connection, calming. It facilitates intuition, communication with higher planes, and enhances creativity here, okay? Because harsh truths are being revealed, right? And don't forget that generators, which you are magical and warm, okay? I'm a life force generator. I'm all of it, but I resonate mostly with a life force. I only receive life if I give back your life. That's what life force generators truly are supposed to be. All right, so that's what we got there. Where we at? 3941. Let's get our prayer out. We read all the ones from this prayer card deck. Now we're moving on to the blue, y'all. Congratulations. Shout out to us too. And you already know if I see words like Lord, Jesus, God, any of that shit, I'm going to change the word, right? But I'm also going to let you know where you can read the scripture and you can read it for yourself. But I decode shit. Yeah. They say the words that I say are curse words. Fuck you, bitch. The words that we've learned, the whole goddamn English language is fucking curse words. The fuck? Why you think people from other countries they'll say you and we think they speaking illiterate? No, they're breaking the code for you. They're telling you how you really supposed to speak the English language without being caught up in the spell work there. Yeah. All right, but thank you, Divine, thank you, Spirit. What is going to be our prayer message for today? And then y'all know I'm gonna read the comments, right? Divine and Spirit always loves when I read them comments, and I don't give a damn what name you put under there. Energy knows energy, beloved. All right, so thank you, Divine, thank you, Spirit. Let's get this prayer on out here. All right, gotta break this joint in. What's this? Just flip it. Shit, what is it? We got Deuteronomy, all right? Deuteronomy, this is coming from Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 27 here. Oh, I like this one. But instead of eternal, I'm going to say internal, okay? The internal God is your refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms, okay? So your internal God, you are the generator, operator, and destroyer. Gamma, Omicron, and Delta, you are. Okay? So your internal God is your refuge. Right? When you feel weak, when you need to surrender, you need to go internally. Right? And then it says, and underneath are the everlasting arms. Okay? So underneath you is your Christ consciousness. Right? What they call Jesus Christ, Jesus, what they call Jesus Christ. It's your Christ consciousness rising you and lifting you up, back up into your inner internal God there. That's what I get from that. I don't know what y'all got from that. All right, Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 27. Okay, where y'all go? Where the prayer is? And now I'm going to read over these comments, and you know the most powerful prayer we're going to do outside of your own prayer that you do for yourself. But us together, shit, this is one powerful ass motherfucking prayer that we got together here collected. I ain't playing. No, the fuck I ain't. Shitting me. No, the fuck I ain't. All right, let's read these comments, y'all. And then I'll try to come back on and do another transmission. I'm about to say transfusion. Somebody out there trying to get blood transfusion and shit. Don't donate y'all blood no more. You know that they was doing a blood transfusion so that way they could try to clear out their bloodlines and then have your blood in them. But the dragons smelled the blood, and we already know. So that's another clue for my mysterious, mystical, unknown cosmic beings that's out there. They've mixed the blood around for centuries. But that's why we left it up to the soul. Right? The soul. Bitch. Anyway, let me go ahead and flip this camera so y'all can see again what we pulled out and everything. I'm going to read the comments and then we're going to pray. And of course, I love y'all. All y'all. The fuck? I got love for all. All right, beloved. So let's get into these comments real quick. We got, y'all know I be fucking y'all names at? Aaliyah, I don't know, right? But the very first one I see, ILYASAJMAL 2735 said hi. Asatu said hi. Alphadides book. Hello, how are you? Back at you, beloved. All y'all. Savannah Marie, what up? Said hi. Always loving 7 said, yo, what's up? I just tapped in. Hopefully you still here. Bobby Baba 333 said, go smoke, bruh. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Oh, I gotta go get some weed too. That you reminded me. I gotta do physical therapy first though. And then he said, you need to turn on the bit. No. Okay. Ha ha ha. Do you like Sam Cooke? I don't know Sam Cooke. The energy of Sam Cooke I don't really tap into, right? The music I love. But it's different with the energy of those folks. David Price retracted a few messages here. Beloved, R5Y, 100, observation mode. Absolutely. You are the observers. Where is that? Right here. We're observing. That's all. Observing, reporting what we observe. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do it on a platform like I do, but whatever your creative creation is to speak your goddamn truth, you better speak it. You can't hold it in. So Roxy Jeffries, right? Hunger Games. That's right, Roxy. You on it. Beloved retracted that message but came back with, yep. Roxy Jeffries said thank you. And Sooniverse or Suniverse 434 said hi. Sooniverse or is it Suniverse? Either way, that's beautiful. I like that. All right, let's get into these. Let's pray. All right, y'all. Deep breath in. Hold it. Release. Be mindful during this prayer. We rebuke all spells, all rituals, and all castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected our way on all timelines, on all planes, and on all dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Anything and everything that we are connected to, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, they are all protected. All is transmuted into whatever the fuck was sent to us. And then it's sent back to its source because we are already sovereign and because we are already free. Any agreements and contracts that we may have agreed to while we were being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are all cut. They are all ended on all timelines, on all planes, and on all dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. I am sovereign, collective. You are sovereign. Collective together, we are sovereign. It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. It is done because we've already won. And so it is. All right, y'all. Until next time. Much peace. Keep the peace in. Don't let the peace out, right? Keep the peace in. Don't take your fucking pictures like this or do. But that's another ritual, right? Keep the peace in. Don't let the peace out. Much peace, much light, much love, but especially that darkness because dark matters. And if ain't nobody told y'all today, that's kind of fucked up. But I'm going to tell you every day, every second of the day, you should feel it in the energy. That Damika, as I know on my birth certificate during this timeline, I love you. And on all timelines, all dimensions, and on all planes, I love y'all. Genuinely, authentically, right? Agape. I love y'all, all right? Tap that third eye. Keep it open. Don't you ever close it again. Until next time. Peace in. Love y'all. Always and forever.